you know, rules lawyer their way through their own beliefs to like pedantically like, oh, it says we shouldn't drink stuff with this sort of with like this sort of flavor or this sort of heat, but if we do it this way, if we think about it this way, rabbit is actually a type of bird, therefore we can eat it. Which is what some monks used to do when some old monks were banned from eating meat during like Shrove or what, during like some like session whatnot. They decided that sort of, but like rabbits were birds. And then there's some other monks who sort of decided that ducks are fish, therefore they could eat them because fish aren't off the land and such. Therefore you can eat them nicely and whatnot. In fact, in Japan, so you might have heard in Japanese you use that like in Japanese you have a different way of counting depending on what sort of object you're counting. Like small animals get counted.
Oh, my precious shiny watchers, should you ever take such steps, don't knock until you try our professional degree in naughty classroom games. This knowledge could free us of pesky vault dwellers. But beware, Tiffin might prep her plate only for hiding the gloomy fact that fire and water don't get along. No teaching to convince there.
But yeah, like, so one thing that, so in Japanese, there are different ways of counting depending on what objects you're counting, and so small animals get counted differently than large animals, get counted differently than domestic or familiar animals, get counted differently than birds, get counted differently than fish, but because of a certain sect of monks who decided that rabbits were birds, so they could eat them. They like in Japanese, rabbits are counted using the same counting method as birds rather than as small animals.